Okay. So I was explaining you the difference between replication and backup. So replication is creating a copy. Like we have LRS and GRS. So copy is created. So replica will give you the fault tolerance in terms of hardware failure and also high availability, because if one replica fails, the other replica is available for you to work with. But if one replica gets virus infected, it will spread to other one also. So it is not going to help in that situation because all replicas will get corrupted. Getting me? So in that case, what we need is a backup. We had this situation, this ransomware attack. So there we had to destroy everything and make again, right? Luckily, it was just a new installation, so I created the infrastructure again in the Azure of that company, right? Clear? So that's why the first slide is telling you this backup versus replication. So backup will allow us to restore data due to data corruption, ransomware attack, accidental change. You getting me? Ransomware attack, accidental change. Right? The replication will help us to resume work if one disk fails or there is a failure in the data center without any time loss. So we have LRS, GRS, and we also have RAGRS. What is RAGRS and GRS? What is the difference between the two, GRS and RAGRS? Yes. What is the difference between the two? Yes. Anyone? Yes. Who will tell me what is the difference between GRS and RAGRS? Come on, anyone. Don't Google. I know Google is available to you. What is GRS? GRS is what is the full form of GRS?
Geo redundant storage.
Geo redundant storage. So what happens there? That you have different data
Globally
centers.
accessible.
The data is stored in different data center.
Yes.
Yes.
But the problem is that the copy which is there in the other data center, we cannot use it. It is like a hot standby. If anything happens to your local copy, then you are shifted to that other one. That way it is like that, correct? So that is
Right.
geo redundant storage. Right.
Mm.
But RAGRS is read access redundant geo redundant storage means that even that other copy which is there in the other data center, at least you can use it for the read purpose. At least you can use it for a read purpose. Are you getting me? That is the whole idea. Okay. Clear now? Then we have backup policy. This is done. Now let's see what is the backup policy. See, if you want to set up backup, you have to define backup policy. Backup is little uh, uh, backup can also fail. Don't you think so? If you take a backup, even backup can fail. The backup, yeah, backup is must. It's a job of the system administrator to take backup regular basis, right? The backup is important but not urgent. But the day it will become urgent, then you have no excuse. They will expect you to get the data back. Before emergency, everybody will talk to you. They will drink cup of coffee, tea with you. Sorry. They'll shake hand. They'll put arms around you. You'll be very happy. A very happy journey. But the day when things go wrong and they expect data from you, you'll say, "Sorry, dear, I don't have data. Something happened." I swear they'll bury you inside earth. If you're 6 footer, they'll make 12 foot dig, and put you so that you will never come out. Okay. Even, even tsunami cannot bring you up, right? They'll make sure. I hope you got my point, what I'm trying to tell you, right?
They'll send us a cloud.
Hmm. They'll send you in the उसको जहन्नुम बोलते थे क्या बोलते थे धरती पाताल उसको पाताल बोलते पाताल में भेजेंगे फिर की दुनिया में जाएंगे right? ऊपर गए तो भी वापस नीचे आ जाएंगे लेकिन इधर नीचे गए तो गए ऊपर नहीं आएंगे okay? So I think you got the what I'm trying the gravity of this issue, right? But the problem is you take backup and you're happy, you're sleeping very nicely, you're taking regular backups. But it can also happen that the day something goes wrong, now you want to restore it, okay? And that time you realize, oh, you were not taking everything backup. Some data was not getting backed up. Something was missing. So again, you are in a soup, right? Nobody will listen to you, right? Getting onliners, can you all hear me properly? What I'm saying?
Yes, yes, Manoj.
I'm talking very serious. Okay. So this can also happen that you want to restore the data and then you realize, oh, something gone wrong. I was not taking the right thing. So when the things go bad, they really go bad from all corners. Did you realize sometimes in your life, sometimes all problems will come running from all angles, everywhere. Any window you open, there's a problem, right? So, so this situation will be a very difficult situation. Again, they will expect you to do that. So the point here is that you have to take backup and you have to also check it time to time. You have to do mock failure. That means you have to imagine one fine day that my server has failed. You have to schedule it. And then my data is gone now, right? And now you build the server. You retrieve all the data and you check whether everything is coming properly or not. Then there is no problem, correct? Then you at least know that whatever backup you were taking was correct. There was no issue with that. Clear? समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, yes, sir.
It's like a mock war. Like in RB, we say RB, what RB is doing, right? There's no war, still they're getting paid, right? But they are ready for the day. They do exercise every day. They take positions, they declare mock war, they decide strategy. Otherwise, what will happen on the day of the fight? Everything will go for a toss, right? Getting my point. So same thing happens with this backup. As much important is to take backup, as much important is to restore it also and check. Restore check is also important for that. Getting clear now?
Yes.
Right? Now, So this is one issue. Second, there is one more important point in backup. It may also happen that you're taking backup correctly, and the day you want that backup to be used, that same day damn thing that it breaks down, the backup device only fails. Can it happen?
Why not?
Huh?
Why not?
Yes.
Possible.
So same damn thing, same day it will fail. You will not believe I have faced so much of situations like that. There's no backup and the hard disk of the company is dying and all the financial data of the customers, is there on the hard disk. How I took the backup by with so much fearful hands and what I did, I know. I am witness to all that thing. No backup, right? That hard disk is running and it's just crashing, it's dying, oxygen less. And somehow I managed to copy the data and ha, it was up. Okay. So such situations I have faced a lot. So to tackle this situation, what you have to do, you have to keep at least three copies of the data. You have to take three different versions of backup. You have to use three different media for backup. Supposing your backup is weekly. So this week you take backup on one device, second week on that's second device, third week on third device, fourth week again come back to first device. You erase that. Like so at any given time you have three versions of backup. One we can call it son, which is young, recent backup. Second is father, which is little older, 2 weeks old backup. Third one is grandfather, which is still older, 3 weeks backup. Okay. Fourth week, the grandfather dies. You format it, make him son again, right? So it becomes son. The one which was son becomes father. The one which was father becomes grandfather. So cycle continues. So at any given time, three backups, right? Clear? And these three backups store it at different places. You store in the same trouble same cupboard, and damn thing, the office is on fire. All three gone. Finish. Okay. That's why big business family, they when they travel in plane, they don't travel in same plane. Half family they go in one plane, half go in other plane. Who knows what, right? When you sit in plane, this thought comes to your mind. When you fly, after you land, you are saying, "Oh God, I'm alive." At least I get the feeling, right? You get that feeling? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So when you
And
fly, you are at stake. You think
Like a type of takeoff and that time,
landing.
yeah, landing.
yes, yes. Landing is also very
Then
important. Sometimes
When the plane is
disaster also
flying
can
is
happen.
not that much scary, but when lands and take off, and that time,
hmm,
most of the people look like this. What is it?
But one negative thing is turbulence.
yes, Ritik, I
Turbulence,
can't
yes.
hear you. I think you're already in the air. Looks like.
No, sir, I'm just saying the negative thing is in airplanes is turbulence.
Yes.
There is what?
Turbulence.
Turbulence.
Turbulence means what?
The way when the plane is shaking in the
It's
air
just shaking,
because
huh?
of
That
turbulence.
time.
Mm.
First one.
Yes, when it's shaking, the plane shakes. That time you feel
Dizzy.
that you're gone now.
The,
One
the
time,
best way to avoid everything is just sleep, wake up when you land. That's it.
one time a man went up, his head went up in the baggage cabin.
That's why, okay, we don't have any female students in our class, so that's why the hostess, they are smart people, and the guys also they take smart people in the airplane, so at least they will keep you cheered up. That is one reason. So at least they will keep you engaged, right? That is one of the reasons, right? They will, you see all beautiful people, handsome people, they take in care airplane.
Y-
That's the
Yes,
reason.
sir.
They're smartly dressed and they're sweet talking. And so you just forget a little bit. All right. Sorry to say that, but it's a fact, right? So like that. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, नहीं क्लास में तो नहीं तो बोलेगा साथ जिएंगे साथ मरेंगे. All right. So, so I told you two very important. I am telling you all these stories because backup is the most important activity. Remember that. I am telling you these stories for a reason, so that you remember these stories. And if you're working, backup is the most important responsibility of a system administrator. Okay, cannot be forgiven for not taking backup. Right? Even God will not forgive you. God will not take you in hell, or nor He will take you in heaven. He will close the door, both the doors He will close. He will say, "Go somewhere. Don't come here." Okay. So, so two important points I told you. One is that you have to do a restore check. Second is you have to maintain copies, right? Third thing is don't keep all copies in the same place. All right. Why you have to keep three copies? If supposing you're taking restore, if something goes wrong to the son is the latest backup, right? At least father is there. But if your luck is very bad, even father fails, at least grandfather is there too, equal. And if your grandfather fails, then you deserve it. You have to go to Godfather. That means you have definitely done some sin in your life, right? You deserve it. You have to jump from somewhere, some terrace.
Why can't we keep 3 copies of Sun? Why to keep only that?
Yes, three copies of Sun because now why to keep, because if virus comes, it will hit the Sun. But at least father will be saved. Grandfather is saved. That's why. Good question. Okay.
Manoj,
Hmm.
see, you said we start with backup, first backup as a son. So the
Hmm.
question is, what if that backup itself gets uh, misfailed
Hmm.
at the sun stage only? If it fails, then
Ah, that's a good question. Then you have to manually put two, three copies. Initial hiccup will be there, at least for the one cycle to get kicked up.
so you mean we will do backup for three different copies at three different
Yeah,
places?
three different places. Actually, the backup should be kept at different places also. That's also very important. So backup is not an easy thing. That's what I want to tell you. Backup is a big subject altogether,
Hmm.
right? So if
Hmm.
the cloud can handle this backup easily for you, you should be more than happy at a reasonable rate if they can do that.
Right.
Bless the cloud. Bless you,
Hmm.
Azure. You say like that. If he can take you this headache of backup, right? Otherwise, always there is a issue, everything is dependent on data nowadays. The banks, just imagine the bank data is gone. So what will happen? All your money is gone, right? What are you going to ask for? Whom? They don't have
Yeah.
any record.
Hmm.
Then they'll say, go get your passbook. Okay, from where to get passbook? You don't go to bank only. So what will happen? The insurance company loses all the records. So what will happen?
Hmm.
Hmm? You will experience hell on earth. Hmm? So such things are very difficult situations, and that's why it's very important to have backup. When you save money in bank, you expect that even after 25 years I come, still I will find my money there, isn't it? Only thing account will be frozen, that's fine, but money should be there in the bank. Others say, oh, 25 years, what you're doing? My data is gone now. We have not taken the backup, so money is gone. That should not happen, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is Azure capable of keeping three different copies at three different
Yes,
places?
yes, yes, very much, very much. Azure has got, and that's why we have retention, and that's why this is delegated to cloud. Cloud is the best friend you can have, you can say, for backup.
Mm-hmm.
Who is better than any other person. Okay. So that's why you have to set up backup policy. When you want to do backup, you have to first thing you have to do is set up backup policy. So we define the frequency and retention period of the backup. How often you will take the backup? Daily, weekly, depending on the business requirement. If you can't afford to lose data for even a day, then you have to take daily backup, weekly backup, daily backup, weekly backup, like that. So frequency has to be decided. Then retention period. Retention is how many copies you want to keep backup for. Or no, sorry, retention means after how many days that backup will be destroyed. Okay. So copies will also get created because every day you are taking backup, right? So maybe a cycle of 1 week. After 1 week, it will keep destroying and again taking the whole thing again, like that. The cycle just son, father, grandfather, the son, that cycle will continue like that. Okay. So that is retention. And retention can be for multiple years also. Hmm. Clear now, everyone? Supports two access tiers. One is snapshot tier, another is vault tier. So snapshot tier, it can be stored for maximum 5 days locally. Instant restore. 5 दिन के लिए. Snapshot is what? It will just take a picture of your the whole server. Snapshot is the easiest thing to restore. Cloud makes it so easy. Snapshot लेके रखता है वो. And if something happens, you can tell that तीसरे दिन का last before 3 days, what was the state of my server? Just restore that. वो restore करके दे देगा. Clear? Instant restore. So up to 5 snapshots, 5 days locally. For maximum for 5 days, it can store the snapshots. 5 दिन तक safe है. Ransomware attack हो गया, वो पैसा मांगेगा. Ransomware attack हो गया तो कोई बात नहीं, आप उसके पहले वाला का स्नैपशॉट रिस्टोर कर दो तो हो गया आपका काम. ठीक. Got it? So that is the beauty of this snapshot. So up to 5 days ka snapshot it is storing locally. Then vault
Manoj,
tier. Yes.
this
Yes.
snapshot in the term of what exactly? I mean, in what format it will be?
Hmm. Snapshot
This
what?
in terms of what exactly? I mean, in which format it will be?
We don't have to worry. It will take it automatically. We have to just enable that option. It's cloud responsibility. It's not your responsibility. Just enable it. It will take a snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
No double T, single T in soft tools. Okay. Getting? Hello?
Yes, yes, Manoj, got the point.
That is the whole point. Now, just we enable the option. It will take the snapshot. Just select that. This is what I want. It will do the job for you. Then we also have vault tier. Snapshot can be transferred to a storage vault. If you want it for a higher period of time, then you have to transfer. You have to take a storage vault. So it will store all your snapshots there. How it is doing, what it is doing, it is cloud headache. You don't have to really bother. It will do. It takes snapshot. It will give you the current state. And that is the best thing you can ask. If the God comes on earth and asks you what is the best backup option you want, snapshot. Best, take snapshot. If something happens, stuck. Right? So that's the power of cloud. The cloud gives you so many good options to work with. It takes the headache from you of lot of things. It makes your computer system so much reliable, so much robust. Yeah, otherwise it is a big headache to maintain backups and do things, restore and all that thing. Okay. Then, so for this, the backup extension gets installed on a virtual machine. Backup extension is software which you need to install on a virtual machine so that it will connect to the backup engine and it will enable all these options. Getting?
Yes.
So here in this diagram it is shown. So this VM agent, here we have backup extensions, which is installed. So it's taking snapshots, right? The backup service. And this is a vault. In case you want to transfer it to vault, then you can do this. Okay. So snapshots are taken locally and then slowly they transfer to vault. If you take a vault here, then old snapshots it will transfer to the vault. They call vault like a storage cupboard, like you store it there. Yeah.
Yes.
Paka paka.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Sulat. We have one more student here called Prahlad. He's my old student. He's from Engineering College of MIT, right? All right. Then restore options. So restore option, I told you BCDR. BCDR is what? Backup continuity and disaster recovery. Sorry, business. Sorry, beg your pardon. Business continuity and disaster recovery. So this term BCDR, you will always hear in corporates. Business continuity and disaster recovery. So all big organizations, they work on business continuity. That means your business should not get disrupted under any circumstances. It should keep going. So they work on that. And disaster recovery. If disaster happens, flood happens, tsunami happens, anything happens, how they'll recover from that situation. So they have to plan that. So we need to schedule the restore from backup to ensure that the backup process is good and accurate. That's what I told you, like a mock failure. So BCDR में क्या होता है एक mock failure. You have to define intervals, like after which interval you are going to test your backups. So they plan. Okay, after a month, every month we carry out this activity, just like an army operation. When the war is there, not there, they have to be ready. They have to sharpen their weapon. They have to be ready that tomorrow the war is there, they are ready. Tomorrow the problem comes, we are ready. You agree? Or you will wait. Okay, the war started. Now they will call everyone. Okay, get ready. You think it is going to happen that way? No. So it's like a war only. The CDR operation is just like getting prepared for the bad day. Yeah. Then restore types. How do we restore things? One is create a new VM. So original VM which is corrupted, whatever with the problem, it will stay as it is. And when you restore it, will create a new VM. That we have that option. Okay. Or restore disk. Only the disk is restored. It can be used with other VM. So supposing one of the disk got corrupted, so only that disk you restore. So that disk you can attach to another VM and check the data, perhaps. Replacing existing. This existing VM is replaced by the copy. This is the third option. And fourth is cross region. Cross region. Now in cross region, what happens is we can restore the copy in an Azure paired region, but it will only create and restore. It will only have only create and restore option. Paired region. That means you will restore it in some other region which is paired. It's called paired region. So some regions are paired. So there you can restore it. Clear? So these are the restore options available for us. Is it clear to everyone? Hello, guys.
Yes, Manoj.
Yeah, sir.
Oh,
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim, you're online.
Yeah, since when I've been online?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Where's your partner? That do or
Niaz.
die partner.
Niaz, I don't know what happened about him. Actually, even you sent on the group, but he did not reply.
Hmm. Guys, maybe he's struggling something in the company. Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know if he's working right now or maybe he's far somewhere.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I just have a question before we go
Hmm.
further. When we say backup, that means we like take backup of whole system, or we are just taking backup for data.
Yes, good question. The whole system. Here in cloud, the whole virtual machine you can back up. That's why snapshot. Okay.
Okay, that means if any since any wrong happen,
Yes.
uh, I will just get everything back as it made before.
Correct. There's
Mm.
something good. No, even the application got some corrupted or something happened. That also we can get it. All
Okay.
right.
Settings and everything, right?
Yes, everything.
Okay.
Okay. This is now encryption of data. Azure supports encryption of data at rest and in motion, right? Now, encryption of data is also very important. Because this is the major problem with the companies, that they are afraid of what that their data is very, very expensive. It can be stolen by the competitors or something like that, right? So they want to encrypt the data at rest and at motion. Motion means when the backup is happening, the data is going on the cloud to get backup somewhere, right? So in motion also it should get encrypted so that nobody should be able to tap the information. That is encryption of data in motion. And data in rest means when the data is in the storage, that time it should be encrypted. But you may be paranoid. You don't want to trust the cloud provider also. Maybe cloud provider will cheat you, right? One of my friends, he's a good photographer. He's a computer engineer like me, but still he is paranoid. He has taken a lot of photos all his life, and he has stored somewhere in his office. And he doesn't want to load on the cloud because he can't trust. I told him no need to bother, but he doesn't listen. God bless him. One day this will not crash. Just bless him. Okay.
There are some companies that solve this point. I have seen, like, there was some event or something where this person he was CEO of company, and what he provides is, uh, if you don't trust the cloud provider or any provider where you store your company's data, so they have their softwares and tools around this subject. Like, they will encrypt your data and then they will send it to the cloud, and even the cloud can all that.
Yeah, that's why the second point here, CMKs, custom managed keys. For him, for people like this, we can enable wall encryption with customer managed key. That means customer has the key for decryption. When cloud provider can't do anything. That is also there. If you trust cloud, you can allow cloud to keep everything encrypted. But if you don't trust, then you have CMK, customer managed key. I told this guy, my friend, Array, you can do it with that. Still, he doesn't want to listen. Some people don't want to listen to, doesn't want to listen, right? Do anything, they will not change their mind, right? It's better to accept, okay, Baba, keep your data with you, take it to heaven. Okay. Put it there.
Yeah, if we talk about customer managed key, even we can doubt because when we are entering the key, that is getting stored somewhere on the cloud, no? It's
Just a
it's
second.
getting saved.
Hello.
Yes.
We don't doubt so much in life. We are little bit okay. Yeah, you're right, but some situations it's like that. Some situations are very, very bad. Yeah, it is some security thing, nation security thing. The data is so very, very important, right? You cannot afford to do anything like that. But these protocols are good. हाँ, क्या बोल बात करो. But these are foolproof things. No chance of that. Okay. So these are the options available for us. Is this clear? पक्का पक्का.
Yes, sir.
है ना. फोन किया उन्होंने. सर कॉल बैक करके बोला, मीटिंग में बोला. Yes, yes, please. Okay, guys, got it about the backup.
Yes.
Remember the stories of airplane and what all stories I told you. Yeah. and father, grandfather, and godfather.
Yes. So 12 foot wall.
12-foot hole. Yeah, remember that 12-foot hole. Yeah, very dangerous situations actually. And customers at peace, they don't know anything. But we as the admin, they are afraid. We know the situation, what it is, right? Killing one person is still better, but killing whole organization is, you just imagine, the whole data is gone. Whole organization will be grind halt. Understanding what I'm saying? I really don't want to recollect such bad incidents, but what to do? I'm sharing my experience so that you will also know that bitterness. You should know that bitterness, bitter feeling. What is bitter feeling? You will know it for the first time when you experience something like this. There will not be anything more bitter than that. Okay. That's first time you get the feeling that Earth is actually moving. They say Earth is rotating, right? First time you will get feeling that actually Earth rotates. Very bad feelings I'm sharing with you guys. This is nothing. People format the hard disk by mistake. My engineer was formatted the hard disk by mistake. I told him, don't wait, I am coming, I will solve the problem. I know how to unformat also, but they become so nervous. If you make a mistake like this, you become so nervous that you want to come out of it. So they will try all different solutions. And when you try different solutions, it will become worst. Once it happened, my engineer formatted the hard disk. He called me nervously with a lot of nervous energy that, oh, I formatted thing. I shouted at him. Then I said, okay, wait, don't do anything. I'm coming. By the time I reached the site, he was already trying to do something. Luckily, I stopped him there. Hey, Baba, stop. Then I fixed the issue, unformatted somehow.
We can unformat also.
Yeah, you can. If you don't do nonsense. Actually, if you do this gocha, always go to the expert. Don't use your brains there. But normally you try doing different things because of nervousness and you spoil all chances again.
I also destroyed my father's hard disk.
How?
I was installing something on the hard disk from my laptop, and uh, for some reason I shook the cable, so it got interrupted, the download, and the hard disk was
Good.
there.
Dad did dig any hole for you?
No, I kept it back.
You kept it
I kept it back in its place.
and you didn't say that nothing, you didn't say that something wrong you did. What that?
I did like I almost formatted like I formatted my dad's hardware. Then I did the system recovery in the end. There's the app called Stella Recovery. So you can just recover any lost data. I just did that in 25.
So you all have done something or other.
And like,
Yeah, you become experienced doctor after killing 2, 3 patients. They say.
I didn't support certain resolution. I just it only supported till like 14 frames. I just made it 4K. And I crashed. I had to launch system is like go backward with the previous one. I was a very small player. All the 8 years old.
But 8-year-old, you did all these things. Huh. Good. You have a good life. A good.
I really not is going under there.
Once it happened that some engineer, he opened the computer, he was doing some problem came, right? And then because nervousness, start sweating, you know. That sweat also falls on that motherboard, and again it will burn. All this thing happens.
How do you unformat? You said that.
Arey Baba, are you trying to format somebody's thing? Don't do that.
No. I mean, my question. Say for example, if we by mistakenly if we format C drive, we can bring back to the same condition it was before, or only files we can recover. What do you mean exactly?
Whenever you format it, remember one thing that unformatting means you have to remove the hard disk and connect some other system, and then from that system you have to do the job. So it's not an easy thing to do in any which ways. So it's a different subject altogether. So don't do that, please.
Mhm.
Huh?
Some projects. No worry. This is the system set for the same time. Was being deleted that. Also, when the OS was crashed.
System practical. College PC.
I don't even know how you got the permission.
College PC deserves that.
Okay, so I think you got the idea that remember 2, 3 key points backup. There is no alternative to backup. Replication will only support you for tolerance and high availability. Backup is always required and will always be required. You have to do the restore check. One thing, second thing, don't keep all the backups at the same place. Third thing, keep copies of the backup and rotate them, right? One more thing I'll add is that check the health of the backup device. Time to time, you have to change it also. नहीं तो वही घोड़ी पुरानी घोड़ी चला रहे थे चाबुक मार मार के तो एक दिन तो दम तोड़ेगी ना कि नहीं. So all these things the cloud takes care. So you are more than happy. Okay? Give it to the cloud because they are having the most sophisticated system and they will take better care of your data. Like, okay. But they also give 99.999% chance, right? If God forbid sometime something happens, they'll say that 0.001% chance is there, and that is you. Okay. And they have given LDR, LRS, GRS. If your data is so very important, take GRS. They'll hit back at you. Why did you go for GRS if the data was so very important? Right? Yeah. But if you follow, so that's why they say backup is more than backup. Backup strategy is important. You can have stable backup strategy. You cannot have a stable backup device, but you can have stable backup strategy. Clear? Okay, so Saturday, be prepared for the test. NAT, 7 layers, IP addressing, subnetting, types of IP addressing, all that I am going to ask. Routing. Okay. So Saturday, our class will be at 12 p.m. All right. See you guys. Chalo, bye bye. Thank you for connecting with me today. See you. Bye bye.
Bye, Manoj.
Bye, sir.